Hey there, Heather Freeman here with the Painted Playground, and I get to teach women how to let their inner artist out to play. So thanks for joining me today. I'm painting a vase of flowers, some fresh blooms. I am all into the flowers these days as they are starting to pop up and spring up outside. It's wonderful. And I'm talking about 5 ways to stop second guessing yourself and trust your inner artist. I hear from a lot of women, a lot of the people that paint with me, that they have a hard time just letting go, and they are their worst critic. And so I thought today we could talk about some different ways for trusting yourself and trusting your inner artist. So when you jump on, let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear where you're watching from today. Tell me where you're watching from, no matter whether you're just jumping on and watching the live or watching the replay. I love seeing where people are tuning in from. So just adding a layer, putting some little details, adding some layers onto my leaves here. My vase of fresh blooms, which I'm getting super excited. I don't know about you. Tell me if you love to plant flowers. That's something that you enjoy doing. This is the time of the year to start thinking about that. Thinking about what's going to go in the garden, what to plant, what you want to see come up in your garden later this summer. I always love having something to look forward to. So it's exciting to pick out some different textures and colors and things that are going to pop up in my garden later in the summer. I've got some gorgeous yellow flowers right now, but I'm thinking of adding to that this year. So, a few different ways that we can stop second guessing ourselves and trusting that inner artist. We've all got that inner creative that's just dying to come out. And so, the first thing is, see yourself as a painter. You can write down your intentions. You can test it against your intention. You can trust your gut and paint just really what feels good. And sometimes it comes down to, it just doesn't matter. So the first one, if you don't envision yourself as a creative, then that's going to be your first roadblock. You're always going to be insecure about your choices, whether it be your choice in color or your choice in which paintbrush to use. If you don't see yourself as a creative, then you're going to always be second guessing yourself. So really coming to a place where you realize, yeah, I've been creative before. I can do this again. For some of us, it's been a while. And so you just gotta get back in touch with that sense of creativity and play and fun. And see yourself as someone that is creative. And if you need help with that, you can always look to the people that inspire you. Who's creative? Who is painting things that you just love? And start to think about, what is it about those paintings that I love? What do I want to paint myself? Do I want more of those colors in my paintings? Do I want more of the way, the looseness of the paintings? What more do I want? And then start to begin to look to those people, and then you can start to see yourself as a painter. Another thing I like to do is write down your intention. So every time I come to the canvas, underneath all of my layers, no matter how many layers I have on it, I write down my intention. And so often that intention is about playing. It is about letting myself refuel, letting myself enjoy being at the canvas, letting myself play. So really being intentional about why you're coming to the canvas is a great way to get out of your own way. So if you don't want to write it down on your canvas, you can always write it down in a notebook. I love writing it right on the canvas because that's my intention, and it gets just baked into the layers of my canvas, and it's always there. And that's really what I'm striving for with each layer, is staying true to that intention. And so that's kind of my third tip, is to then test, if you're coming up to a spot and I'm saying, I'm thinking, oh, do I want to put this color down on this flower here? I can remind myself of my intention. My intention is to play. My intention is to let loose. So I don't need to worry about whether this color is going to look okay or not. That's not my intention. My intention is to play. So you can use that intention to really ground you and kind of give yourself a checkpoint every time you feel that self-doubt coming up. And talk to yourself. I talk to myself all the time. So, and then another one I want to share with you is really trusting your gut and painting what feels good. So I've got colors on my palette that I was attracted to today. I just wanted to play with these colors. So that's what I went with. So trust that whatever feels good is where you need to go. Just keep following that. Add some little, need to come back on that. Ooh. Kind of like a watercolor mark. And then you know what? The fifth one is sometimes it really doesn't matter, right? Just tell yourself, sometimes it really doesn't matter. And it doesn't, because that's one of the great things about playing with acrylics is you can't mess up. Acrylics are super flexible. You can, if you paint something you don't like, you can use it as a way to explore and go somewhere else that you didn't think you'd go. But if you really can't get past it, you can always cover it up and start afresh. So sometimes it really doesn't matter because acrylics are so darn flexible. They really lend themselves to playing. So I'm going to get out. I love my chalk paint. And I love adding it sometimes to canvases. And this is a great one. I'm going to make a little label on my vase. And then I can write a little something inspirational for myself with chalk, and I can then rub it off and write something new. when I feel inspired. This chalk paint is super fun. Let's just do a little square right here. So yeah, once you can get out of your own way, stop doubting yourself, stop second guessing, and trust your inner artist. You know, if you think about like back when you were a kid and there was really nothing that would hold you back, right? When you think about playing, it could be playing with anything. Maybe it was playing with paint, and maybe it was playing ball outside with your friends, just that feeling of freedom. That's what we're looking for here. And when we can stop second guessing ourselves and just dive in and play like we intend to, and that's when the magic really happens. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna think about what I want to write in there. I don't know, what do you think? Maybe bloom or beautiful, something. Let me know what you think. What you think I should write in there. All right, so thanks for joining me. Thanks for painting along with me today. You know, we talked about 5 ways to stop second guessing yourself. So really, you know, seeing yourself as a painter, as a creative. Let's get you over here. And believing in that, and, you know, envisioning yourself as a creative. Ooh, that's kind of bright, huh? And then writing down your intentions. So whether it's in a journal or it's right on your canvas, I love to do it right on my canvas because it gets baked into all the layers that I paint, and it's just part of my canvas. It's part of the intention, and really that comes through in every layer that I paint. So writing that intention down, and then testing whatever you're self-doubting, testing that against your intention. And if it doesn't align, then kick it out the door and keep painting. If your intention is to play and you're worried about whether this one paint stroke is going to work or not, it's all about the play. So do the paint stroke. Have fun. You can always come back over it because, you know, when you trust your gut and it feels good, then, hey, Betty, then it's all good, right? And sometimes it just really doesn't matter. When you're aligned with your intention and you're having fun and it feels good, and you're working with acrylics, which are super flexible to work with, sometimes it just doesn't matter. So give self-doubt a boot, trust that inner artist, have fun, play, and enjoy being at the canvas. All right, so thanks so much for joining me. If this was helpful, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you'd like to see more like this, and pass it along to a friend if you think it would be helpful, if they would enjoy this. And join me over in our free Facebook group. It's a great place where we can share what we're working on and get some encouragement from others that are like you, that are letting their inner artists out to play too. So thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time at the canvas. All right, bye for now.